Just like we believe God assigned an angel to you at birth, we need to know the devil's been sending guys to keep an eye on you.
Hi, thanks for tuning in to our daily inspiration. As always, thank you so much for taking the time to be here with us, everybody, and hopefully you'll be edified with what we've put together for you here. Anyway, for this short video this time, I've put together a few interesting clips from 3 different exorcists that I'd like to share with you, so hopefully you'll find the things shared here useful. To kick this off, let me ask you a question. Have you ever heard of a story of a guardian angel bringing a coffee to someone? Well, it happened to Saint Gemma before, and let me share you the clip of the exorcist Msgr Stephen Rossetti talking about it. And I absolutely love the advice he gave at the end of this clip.
When I think of guardian angels, I often think of Saint Gemma Galgani. She had a regular discourse with her guardian angel. This quote from her biography: "My guardian angel does not cease to watch over me, to instruct me, and to give me wise counsel. Many times during the day, he reveals himself to me and talks to me. Yesterday, he kept me company while I ate, but he didn't force me like the others do. After I'd eaten, I didn't feel well at all, so he brought me a cup of coffee, so good that I was healed instantly, and then he made me rest a little." I'm often joshing my guardian angel, you never bring me coffee. But obviously this is a special graced event for her. But I think it teaches us something, that our guardian angel is with us, instructing us, watching over us, giving us wise counsel, and helping us to live a happy and a holy life. As a matter of fact, in this one moment, that coffee obviously had a real grace to it. And then he asked her, after she was healed, to rest a little. So let us be like Gemma and have a warm daily conversation with our guardian angel, listen to his wise counsel.
And for the next clip that I'm going to share with you is something from the exorcist Father John. We're not going to talk about any demonic possession in the video, and instead, we'll be focusing on demonic oppression and obsession, which I think a lot of us can find very relatable, especially if we're trying to ditch our old sinful ways.
Second one, oppression also causes physical attack. Oppression often takes the form of mysterious blows raining down on the individual, scratches inexplicably materialize on the body. I've had people tell me they have felt touched. They have felt violated in bed, and they're the only person in the room. Okay, so evil can actually touch people and physically, I wouldn't call it attack, but make them feel very uncomfortable. I've woken up in my room and felt oppressed, like something was in the room, something was eerie going on in the room. I've had a number of people tell me that. Oppression has also been called demonic temptation. It involves an intense, persistent attack on the mind of the victim. Give you a great example. I live in Pismo Beach. So if I'm going to walk down there, I walk down there right after morning mass, before all the sun bunnies are out there, okay? Because it's like 9 o'clock, it's too cold for them. It's not. So I go walk and I go back. Every once in a while, I see a person at the beach. She barely got any clothes on, and it's kind of hard not to notice this. But the rest of the day, that image is like sheared in your brain. And you're trying to think of something, and just like, it just kind of keeps going back to that, and just like, okay, Father, I went for a walk and I saw somebody, and I, asked God's forgiveness, but because after I saw that person, I cannot get that image out of my head. And then right after confession, she's like, boom, it's gone. Give you a great example of this. People who go to sites on the internet and can't stop. Not just 5-10 minutes, but 2-3 hours. And they just keep clicking and clicking and clicking and clicking. They can't pull themselves away. Sometimes I honestly believe that there's some demonic thing going over that they can't shut it down. They can't pull away. We have lots of sexual sites where people just no matter how much they see, it's not enough. There's some evil connection going on there that can't shut it down, can't turn away. And then even after they shut it down, now you got those images rolling around in your head. And wait, you go to confession, all of a sudden that hold, that movie going on in your head, just it loses its power. Yeah, that's evil. An obsession, trying to get you, okay, just look at it one more time, go one more time. And then get people's hormones all revved up.
For this video in particular, I'd like to share a couple of clips that contain very good reminders for everyone out there, especially for those of you who are watching this. Because whether you believe it or not, it doesn't matter because we are in the middle of spiritual warfare. The other side that is not of God will always try to drag us and join them in hell to be separated from God and suffer with them in eternity. And so with this in mind, I think this reminder from Father John is a very good one.
You need to reconnect yourself to God. Because you're in the middle of a spiritual warfare and you've walked away from God. You don't go. It's like, if there's this huge ring, with a heavyweight fighter or, whatever, and you get told you have to climb in the ring and fight this guy. They say, well, the first punch, I'll be out. It'll be less than a minute. Well, yeah, if you get into the spiritual ring with Satan without your guardian angel, without a life of grace, without God, how long is it going to take the devil to just whip your butt? And so what? We walk away from God if we're not careful. And guess whose arms is more than willing to say, come to me. Oh, go ahead, commit sin. Go ahead, do these things. Slowly we'll slice that salami. And then people wake up one day and say, how did I get here? Because I have slowly gotten deeper and deeper into evil, and I did not see it happen so slowly.
And now for the last part of this video, I'm going to share another one from Father John again, and for this one, let me put it this way. How do we protect ourselves? Well, as another exorcist puts it, Father Vincent Lampert always said that to defeat the devil we don't have to do anything extraordinary. We do the ordinary things that the church has taught us. Go to Mass, confession, all those things.
People who knock on my door usually had no religious upbringing. Their parents were into all kinds of stuff. Or they, for some reason, got told by someone, oh, come with me, we'll do tarot cards. We're going to do voodoo, we're going to do stuff. Oh, yeah, I'll do that. And we're going to have a good dinner afterwards. Oh, yeah, I'll give you a really good dinner after that. Yeah, those are the people who come knocking on my door saying, that stuff was real. Yeah, because they haven't been sleeping for 3 weeks now. But people who come to church regularly, go to confession regularly, receive the sacraments, you are too much work for the devil, okay? God has definitely put on your armor, on your heart and soul. It's the people who don't go, who they have become their own God, to say what's right and wrong and what's okay. That the devil can slowly walk him into, well, let's try some apples. He's still got apples, okay? It's pride, it's greed, it's lust.
And now before we get to the end of this video, I'd like to share something that I came across on the web about the Italian Catholics apparently reverting to ancient Roman gods, seers, and sorcerers. According to the article on Catholic Herald, a startling number of lapsed Catholics in Italy are reverting to the deities of ancient Rome and turning to pagan seers, astrologers, and psychics. Over 160,000 sorcerers are doing brisk business in the occult and New Age practices, with over 3 million Italians consulting these practitioners every year for advice. This involves shelling out an astronomical 8 billion euros. Between 10 to 13 million Italians, almost all of them baptized Catholics, have turned to sorcerers or witches at least once in their lives, while 30,000 Italians from all classes of society seek out psychics and visionaries daily in a quest for a better future. The epicenter of witchcraft and occultism is in the Lombardy region of northern Italy, with 2,800 occult operators and 200,000 clients, numbers that far exceed the percentages of resident Catholic priests and Catholics who attend Holy Mass on a weekly basis. A survey conducted in 2023 found that 34% of Italians believe or engage in necromancy, 24% in black magic, 19% in predicting the future with cards, 18% in white magic, and 17% in psychic or occultic healers. In fact, in 2019, Pope Francis warned Italians not to seek happiness by following smoke vendors who were often vendors of death, experts in illusion, a reference that was interpreted by Italian media as a caution against the proliferation of witch doctors. And then in 2020, the Holy Father reiterated his admonition in his Epiphany homily, urging his flock not to follow magicians, fortune tellers, or sorcerers, lest you risk becoming idol addicts.
The devil knows he's got a lifetime to slowly take us piece at a time. This little temptation, this little activity, don't go to church, and slowly, over a lifetime, he plays the long game.
Well then, that will be all for the video this time. As always, I hope all of you have learned a lot from this rather short video, and if there's any suggestion or feedback, please do let me know in the comments below. Anyway, for those of you who'd like to support our works, I left a link to our PayPal donation in the description box below, and from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much for your continuous support, contribution, and prayer. And until the next one, stay safe, stay healthy, and may God bless you.